I've got myself an S15. Hello, hello. Long time no see. Finally, proud owner of an S15. My first proper major project, but I'll get to that in a bit. So she's a 2000 Nissan Silvia S15, SR20 DET, factory spec R, non-aero. It's got factory options, Silvia floor mats, and I don't know if all of them came with that, but the foldy mirrors, electric foldy mirrors, that's it really. No other options. So the guy must suspect I want the top spec R from factory, but I don't want it to be in your face. He was obviously an inconspicuous Japanese man. He thought, let's have the non-aero, let's not have any other sort of options really besides the little creature comfort of furry mats, electric mirrors. Also came with a pop-up dash, the sat-nav, which doesn't work obviously. The sat-nav unit would sit in the middle there, it pops up, but it's just sort of glued shut at the minute because yeah, we couldn't get it working for love nor money, but I've got the original there. The story behind getting this car, I literally bought it a year ago and had it outside my friend Kev's house, getting a few bits done. I was gonna sell it on because I bought it for a half decent price, but since then, this year 2020, S15s especially have rocketed up in price because it's getting close to the Americans being able to have them in their country. It's going wild price wise, but also getting hold of a half decent one is really difficult. I managed to buy this a year ago, chip the guy down a bit, bought it blind just on a video call. Thought, look, this looks good enough. It's a running, good looking straight car. Got it. I was pretty happy with the purchase. As she sits now, she's a bit crispy around the edges, so it needs a full going over and realistically some welding. I mean, come on. It's 20 years old now, every S-body needs some welding. I'll walk around the car. She's not that bad, but when I bought her, it was a bit more rougher. It had a few shabby things on it, like a squashy fake carbon canards and like a gurney flap on the spoiler. I wish I'd recorded that, it was hideous. Got some nice wish.com bumper strap holder things and also had a load of them in the boot and the engine bay, and just holding down the wings and stuff. Horrible things which like oxidize and go horrible. They were everywhere. These little red things that had turned pink, and yeah, just please don't do that to your car. The car had been claimed on insurance, so it's a Cat D, but literally the guy claimed because someone did what looked like a harsh trolley dink on the driver's door. I've got a picture, I'll probably whack it in here, but like it was just a dent going underneath the handle, door handle, and he claimed on insurance for that. So now it's got a marker on it, but personally I don't mind markers on cars as long as I know the facts. It's a straight car with just weird panel damage, and obviously an insurance company's going to just write it off because it's easier. You can't buy the panels here from factory, and that's what insurance people do. So I bought two new doors because that one had the dent, this one had like random little wear and tear ripples and stuff in it, which I just thought, oh, I've got two from a breakout off on eBay. I thought I'd buy two. Repainted the wheels. I've got pictures of the wheels before paint. He'd gone crazy with painting them like this fluorescent yellow. It was terrible, so we painted them white. They're still rotors, but it makes it look a bit better and respectable while I'm accumulating parts. Previous owner had also baked open the headlights, original S15 Xenon headlights, like 700 quid a piece, but let's not go there. Baked them open, sprayed them with that luminous yellow, realised that was a mistake, baked them open again, sprayed it black again and put them back together. So the insides of these are horrible sort of drippy paint marks, and yeah, not nice. The lenses themselves are fogged. Standard sort of 20-year-old S-body kind of problems, but it's also been in the hands of someone modifying it badly and cheaply. So it's for me, it's a really good base. I wouldn't want to get a mint one in myself, spend top money, and then I would just be afraid of driving it, because the plan with this is to be a fast road everyday car, even winter. I'm going to get rid of like the practical Volvo and have this when it's built. It's going to be done top to bottom, nut and bolt, and I won't feel guilty about slightly modifying it, getting different lights, actual tasteful mods which lift it, bring it up into 2020, and also improve it, make it look a little bit nicer and a bit more modern. So here we are, November 2020, and this is my rough around the edges S15. So unpainted Vertex Rep body kit, that's going, don't worry about that. From as far as I can tell, an unbranded exhaust from Japan. All stock rear end basically. The rear high-rise brake light doesn't work, the rear wiper doesn't work, so that's going to get smoothed off. The wheels are rotors there going. Oh, it's great to find someone that hasn't rolled the lips. A little bit of crust you can probably kind of make out up there. Nothing crazy. As far as I can tell, it's not bad. I got it on a ramp. She really is quite solid. Wish.com has done this. Lovely, lovely jubbly. So we're going to get that all sorted. Nice. Moving on to these headlights. Literally, you can see that how ruined these are. They're painted, I don't know if you can see like the texture inside, but then the actual lenses themselves are super foggy and scratched. I have got my Silvia badge. Again, this side looks proper hazy and fuzzy. Again, we got just standard bubbling and stuff, mainly caused by this terrible body kit bumping it and stuff, but you know. Again, there's a little bit of bubbling all along the lip, but nothing too crazy. The pockets are pretty good. She's pretty solid. It's just, for me, it's mostly cosmetic stuff. So, you know, she looks great on camera, for example. But in real life, just needs a bit of love. And here we got all my lovely £2 boxes to put all the nuts and bolts in. There's a little bit of like surface rust lurking there, but you know, nice Spec braces and stuff. So yeah, I've also checked the VIN. She's a genuine Spec. Earlier I was mentioning the rust bubbling up here. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be too crazy. I might just cut this section, fingers crossed it's not seeped down further. Around here's all hunky-dory, a little bit of this going on. Nothing crazy. We have got a little bit of EVT rattle. Not all the time, it's weird, it's intermittent, but nothing to be too concerned about, I don't think. It's going to get fully rebuilt anyway, but that'll be, you know, a different video to explain. And this will be going, all this will be changed up and made nice, but you know, it's just little things like this. Just getting it stopped now, basically. If I let this run for another year on the roads, she'd be pretty ruined, but you know, I think she'll be all right. So the interior again is all stock. Like the plastics are starting to get a bit funky with all their stains and stuff. The old, quite rare factory option of the dash having the sat nav, it doesn't come up and it's snapped in places, but again, nothing too crazy. Yeah, completely boggo in there really. Excuse the rubbish everywhere, but yeah, she's pretty standard, like pretty good condition interior, but obviously I'm going to be changing that up a bit. I've always wanted to own all the S bodies. I mean, I've had to get rid of the S13, which I didn't even have time to, didn't even get a chance to make a video on for the channel, but I had an S13 which I was accumulating loads of parts. I had a hot rod kit for it and everything. I sold all that off because I fell in love with this. I started driving it. I thought, I don't want to sell it. It's a good driving car. I think it's just that perfect point where it needs uplifting, a bit of restoration, and then at the same time put your own mark on it and improve it. So that is my plan with this.